What's going
What's
on?
happening?
Sauce Twins.
Too tall.
Too short.
Hey,
You know. Look, oh, yeah. Hey,
That's you in the
hey,
building.
Mr. Fast University CEO.
yes, sir.
SEO, whatever you want to call it, the boss, Fast University. Hey, so let me get into all of these accolades, all of this stuff.
Come on with it. Let's hit a rundown.
Well, y'all should have seen this long email he sent me of his
See
short
the rundown
bio.
now.
I said, send me a short bio. Hey, but look. So let's talk about Will real quick before we get into this thing. All right. First, he ran at a high level. You ran in college, All-American.
Yeah,
correct.
All-American.
Ran professionally afterwards,
Yes.
also. And now, like, he's devoted basically his whole program to creating the holistic athlete.
Yep.
And he's worked with some very high-level athletes, specifically on the track.
Yep.
Very technical dude. I watched a lot of his videos, and I've seen a lot of good things. I really enjoy seeing other trainers out there, or coach, whatever, title you want. Really pay attention to the details. And I can see that in the athletes that he trained. But, he has... he trained Tiffany Townsend, fastest high schooler in the world in 2007. Jacob Norman, a national champ as a freshman. We have some other like college conference championships. All I'm seeing is world fastest. 3 athletes rated in the U.S. top 10 in the 60 meter and the 200 meter. So he's done some great work.
God's blessed me, man.
Yeah, hey, guys.
Absolutely.
Sure.
Absolutely.
Good.
Sure.
All right. Is there anything else you want to throw in there that I missed?
No.
Okay.
I mean, accolades are fine, you know what I mean? But currently what we're doing is just trying to, for one, grow the information, So
Yeah.
I appreciate all the love, but really it's a team of us. My dad trains with me. Also, I partner with different people that help, and then schools that I work with. So I can't take all the credit.
Okay. Yeah. I hear you talking about the community and how it takes a village. Yeah.
For sure.
Teamwork make the dream work.
Yes, sir.
All right. So, y'all know how it is.
What we talking about today, man?
Man,
what we got going on?
Let me look at these notes, because hold on.
He got to look at his notes.
All right, so look. All right, so today, when I listen to, they have a podcast out. This show is called Blueprint to the Phenom, and on the first episode that I saw, they covered a few topics, and there's a lot of different things that we could pull out of there to discuss that we all deal with.
Mm-hmm.
The fakes in the industry, we talk about that too.
Yeah, all
the time.
How important it is.
True.
But one little piece kind of stuck to me that I think we can kind of go off on, and that's when you're training different athletes, and you know how it is. Like when you're training different, especially, things have changed a little bit, kind of.
Yeah.
And now when you're training different athletes, do you, as a coach, trainer, whatever, do you have to change your style of coaching? I'm not talking about your cues, your external cues, your internal cues. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about your style, who you are. Do you change that to cater to the athlete? And if you do, does that hurt the athlete's development long term dealing with other coaches?
And that's a deep question. It's not a question that I can answer probably with just a yes or no. But I think it's a very situational situation where if it's like, so what I was referring to in that podcast was, so I have an athlete who's not as fast. He's still just trying to figure out, his body, figure out his confidence, and understand himself. So he's a developmental athlete. He's younger too. The kid's probably like a 9th grader. Then I got another one of my kids. He's like top 10 in the country, or just a kid that's decent. Let's just say a kid that's decent. But the kids that already have that confidence, there's a way that you would want to, for one, procure more out of them, like get more out of them.
Yeah.
So for me as a coach, I try to start off by figuring out what drives a kid. So if I see a kid that's a little bit shy and a little bit apprehensive, and especially when you're dealing with technique is more based off of I'm confident in my motion. Like, can you dance?
I feel like I can jig a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you dance?
Yeah. Hey, we dancing here every day.
Grooving.
Every day.
See, I can't dance. So if you put me in a dance class, you're like, oh, turn the music, come on, Will. I'm be like,
gonna be,
Yeah, I'm
hesitant.
I'm gonna be hesitant. And
Hold on. You from Killeen? You can't dance?
Bruh, I mean, I'm from
City
Hey, hold on.
But legit. So it's the same thing with technique. So I'm basically choreographing your race. I'm teaching you how to run, how to do all of that. So the big thing is that when you're in your dance class, they don't just sit here and throw the music on real fast and you just cha-cha-cha everywhere. It says 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
And usually the person that's the coach or the trainer or the person that's an instructor is usually like the person that can't dance. Oh, you're doing fine. Just feel the music. Feel it.
Yeah.
So like I feel like that's the same thing for me when I'm working with a kid who's lacking in the confidence of letting himself go, because I can't coach a kid that's putting down 75% because he's scared and wondering if people are judging them.
Yeah.
So in that sense, I'm working with him and saying, hey, when he comes to me, I'm like, hey, you know, you're doing good. You got that part right. Man, just let go. I don't care how messy it is. Just come on out with all that power. I can fix 100% of what you're doing.
Okay.
And then with the other guy who's fast, and I've been training him for a while, and he's already confident, and he's making a mistake, I'm like, hey, man, what's going on, bro? Come on, man, you know this.
Right.
So you were kind of talking about that, right?
Yeah,
Earlier.
and that's what I was saying earlier. It's kind of like the expectations you have of that kid.
Yeah.
Right? If you have a kid, like you saying, that you've been training for a while, you know that he can do what you ask him to do, but he messing up, I might be cussing at him a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But if it's another kid that's just started, I'm not going to come at him like that because we just getting started, right? We still got to learn the fundamental stuff like that. So it's really situational and on that athlete.
So it's really heavy on the expectation of the current athlete and where they are. It's kind of how you can manipulate your style of coaching to kind of reach them.
Yeah, if a kid can't do something and he messing up and you know he can't do it, if you dig into him like that, he gonna shut down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So and that kind of take me to the next part, like the people that know me, y'all know me. And so like I'm like thinking about the kid that kind of shuts down. I'm gonna be honest with you. There's a few things that go through my head when I see that. I already know, like, okay, we have some confidence. You know what I'm saying? That dog really not in there. Mm-hmm. And two, man, is our place really cut out for you? Because not everybody can train here.
Yeah.
And not everybody's gonna move on to that next level. Yeah. Not saying that every athlete that we train is gonna play in college, because we know that's not true.
Yeah.
But man, does it hurt that athlete? Even if they might, let's say you got that athlete that has that talent.
Yeah.
That's talented, but they don't have that dog.
I got a perfect example of that.
Yeah, what's up?
So I got a perfect example. So I'm not gonna say his name directly because that's a little unfair. But one of my kids is rated in the nation currently indoor in the 200 and top in the country in the quarter mile. This kid here is a great kid, phenomenal, but we're working on aggressive, like what we call the dog in it, right? He doesn't have it yet, but we've been trying to procure it. So what we've been doing is I said, you need to start hanging around guys that already have it. You need to start having guys like that around you, and then you need to start gaining that from them, because I believe in spirit. The spirit of God, I believe in the spirit. Absolutely. So like-spirited things, you know, you can pass on your anointing. You can pass on a spirit, a good spirit or a bad spirit. You hang around negative people, negative aspects starts to come out of your life.
So your net worth is your net worth.
For sure, no doubt. So with this kid here, we're working towards that, and like you said, it's not already in him. And will it hurt him? My biggest thing is he's already signed. You know what I mean? And the more I talk about him, you're gonna know who this kid is. So I'm not even gonna say it, but he's already signed to a major school. When he goes to that school, my biggest concern is not about the run; it's about what is he gonna do when the coaches come on to him and keep it real with him, and tell him, hey, you're not cutting it out. Is he gonna adapt, or is he gonna have that dog in that fight, or have I developed that enough? So for me, it can hurt them, but where I coach him is, I'm actually more harder on him. I'm actually putting more expectations on him. And if he break or fold, I don't even care how the results happen out this year, because we already got the scholarship. So I'm like, yo, I'm going to psychologically build you up.
So you're trying to prepare him?
Yeah, mentally, because he already got the check. The check is already there. So we're not even concerned about, all of that. It's if you can't mentally handle college, you automatically going to fail.
So then do you think you can train someone to have that dog?
Yes. For sure. I really think you can train to have that dog, because I put it to you this way. The dog comes out of you from conflict. So all you got to do is put a series of conflict over time into his life that he has to overcome. Let's just say you got a really, really rich kid, right? And he doesn't have that natural dog. He's been pampered his whole life. But then in middle school, all of a sudden, parents divorce, right? Now he's in a situation where he's more middle class. Now he's over here training with a guy that's like, you know, come from the hood, you know what I mean? And then we're over here like every day you got to grind.
So you believe that the dog and the confidence is the same thing? Because I know some kids that are confident.
Yeah.
They got they're high skilled kids.
Yeah.
But it's not quite the dog.
It's that aggression that like
aggression comes from
conflict is what you
from conflict. So it doesn't have to be confident. You can be a what do you call it? A quiet person that's not as confident,
absolutely,
but have that dog in you. Yeah. I've seen very quiet dogs in there. You know, you don't want to. Yeah, you don't want to fool with that guy. You know what I'm saying? Hey,
like Cooper, my little Yorkie. He gonna bite you.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Cooper ain't biting that
dog.
He is a dog. Yeah. No, most definitely a dog. So.
But okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, you know. Man, it's just such a, I don't know, that topic is so...
It's a good one, man.
It is, and we're going to chime in a few, get a little deeper into that. But man, like, I like your perspective on that and what you see and how the conflict can, because you think about the kid that comes from the lower income or comes from all of that conflict is... It's the reason. It's the reason why.
Check out them Florida boys.
Yeah,
so
people keep asking me why them Florida boys are so real. For one, I'm in Houston, man. Houston, Katy area. All that stuff is developed. When you go to KYF Youth League, y'all are all set up running the same plays. Everything's set
organized.
up. Yeah. You got trainers like me and other coaches that are like been in the NFL. They coach you.
Yeah.
Man, in Florida, them boys is out there barely got a field, barely got anything. Crackheads everywhere. They looking at it like, I got to get up out of here.
Everything's survival.
Yeah, it's survival. So when they're out in the field, they're not out here just, I got to catch the ball. Like, I'm finna catch this ball, murk you, kill you.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get up. I'm running to try to get out of here.
Yeah, no doubt. I like that perspective. I do. I think, I don't know. I think that you can definitely have a huge influence on it. But boy,
it's hard.
It's tough. It's probably... I would say it can be one of the most challenging things in our field. I mean, yeah, you can teach someone a proper power clean. You can clean up their mechanics. You can do, but man, trying to give them that dog or that confidence.
Yeah, that's the hardest thing. That confidence.
Yeah, when they go meet another dog.
Yeah. I got a kid that's a dog, right? And this is me keeping the rest. As a kid out in Houston, and we're the fastest, no doubt about it. My athletes are the fastest athletes, period, in the country and in Houston. We got one kid that's really going to challenge that in Houston. He's a dog, though. And, like, he's not trained up technically like us. But I always warn my kids that you got to be careful with this kid. Because when he comes out lining up next to you, it ain't got nothing to do with the track. He's really coming out here to tear it up. And he gonna pull a hamstring to do it. He going to do whatever it takes to come get you. So if you think you're going to just sit here and just run your race and things just going to go the way you want to, that dog... It's almost like going Super Saiyan, right? Y'all, if y'all watch Dragon Ball Z, y'all know what Dragon Ball Z is. They got levels to where they can hype that thing up and their hair change color, right?
Yeah.
Man, if you get him pissed enough and there's enough hype around you guys and he not getting enough hype, he gonna go Super Saiyan on you and then he finna run on you. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. Okay. It is what it is. A dog can change the entire situation. I take one dog over 10 confident top guys. Every day.
Yeah, I think it's the it factor. You can call it a dog, the it factor, whatever you want to call it. You know, I think,
like I said on our other episode, though, how much is that dog gonna get though if he doesn't have the talent?
Man,
I feel like this is me. I'm gonna answer that one. I was a dog, and I'm still a dog in my industry. I'm a dog on the track. I've been a dog. The reason why I feel like I wasn't talented, I didn't even play sports until I was a junior in high school, and I was on JV, and I didn't know a cover 3 or cover 2. I didn't know none of that. I didn't play football. So I didn't do track or anything, but my work ethic will always supersede everybody. I'm willing to die for mine. I'm willing to die for mine. I'm willing to come in the weight room every day, die. I'm in the mat drill, people clowning me, boy, you trash, boy, you trash. All right, I'm gonna figure it out.
Yeah.
I kept going. Over time with consistency, just like business, over time and consistency, you will always become successful. You may not win right now, but if you really adamant about getting educated, getting the right information, and then applying it, and then consistently work ethic, I believe faith and work equals out to success.
Yeah. I agree. I'll take that dog over just a talented dude any day. I'll take that. I like that. And you said that's your personal story.
That's me. That's off top. That's me. That's no doubt about it. I mean, I wasn't as good as everybody. People were a lot faster than me, but I made it All-American out of high school, made it All-American in college, and then I ran post-collegiately. A lot of these guys that were super fast out of high school, they were already talented. They had good coaching or whatever, but when they got to college, like I've been to like 4 colleges.
Yeah.
For me to go through 4 colleges and make it out and then make it to the next level was like, I'm not finna quit.
Yeah.
Obviously, I fell off somewhere. Obviously, something didn't go right somewhere.
You know, when I think about myself, when I think about that dog, when I really think about it, my dad gave it to me.
Yeah, that's my dad gave it to me too.
My dad gave it to me like just like I would Happy Hill, Tunis, Texas. Shout out to Tunis, Texas, real quick. Hey, Happy Hill,
Caldwell.
Hey. Caldwell's where I went to high school, but Happy Hill, Tunis, Texas, population of about 150, including the cows and chickens.
Know what he's talking about.
Let's get it. Hey, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Trouble Town. Hey, don't worry about it. Hey, but anyways.
Where's this location?
Hey,
now?
Tunis, Texas. You ain't gotta know. We here.
Send me a pin. Bro.
Hey, we right here. Hey, talk about gravel though.
Yeah.
I grew up dribbling on that gravel.
I hear you.
I ain't had that pavement. Don't say what you about to say.
What?
Thought you was
What?
That's why I would.
What you trying to say?
I thought. Well, anyways.
You don't know where I'm from.
Hey, we're not gonna talk about the suburbs of Lake Dallas. Anyway, look. I'm talking about growing up, having to dribble on that gravel.
Yeah.
10 free throws before you go in. You miss one to the mailbox and back. Start over at 0.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, that work ethic, then the mentality of never, ever saying another man is better than me. Not like, now, he might be.
I'll never admit.
But you'll never say it. You'll never hear it come out my mouth. And so learning that, like, at a young age, like, just that mentality, that fight, that confidence, that grind, just that mud mentality was given to me by my dad. This is not something that I think this was just bred in the house when I really think about that. You know what I'm saying?
It's real. It starts early.
You know, my dad created that conflict, and he created that conflict in like.
Are you a dad now?
I am not.
You're not?
No.
Okay, so
No
are
kids.
you gonna cause that conflict when you get a kid?
I'm causing it.
See,
he
you can tell he ain't got a kid though. You can tell he ain't got. Be over here.
It's over for him.
You wanna go some Chuck E. Cheese?
Hey,
come over.
Hey, if y'all know me, y'all know me. Hey, y'all know.
It's
You
over.
know me.
It's over.
Yeah.
But anyways,
we'll see, young man.
Anyways, I do think that I'll carry that over. I mean, I'm not saying, like, my dad didn't force me to do things.
Okay.
Like, I always wanted to play sports, but my dad instilled a mentality in me. I think that just started barking.
I think the area you grow up in has a lot to the community has to do with it, because my dad instilled it from I think your dad, like, hey, organized and structured it. My dad didn't even tell me to work out ever. He just lived it. So he used to wake up 5 in the morning and then go to work, come back, then go do something else. I've never seen a flaw in my dad's actions. So I was like, man, I got to live up to this man. So it was like a subliminal psychological thing where I was like, he's not proud of me if I don't become somebody like him. Yeah. So the hood, though, changed me. So I'm from Killeen, Fort Hood, the hood, right? And I'm from the Killeen High School, Killeen area. Not no Harker Heights.
Kangaroos.
Yeah, so it's legit. Like, when I was there, it was like murder capital. It was number 4 per capita, murder capital. So it was like, for me, it was a lot of fighting. I've been in about 40 fights growing up. And I'm just an average dude. It wasn't even like I was like a hood cat. I was just somebody that just was, regular. And then I've been in 40 fights. So what that did was, for one, got bullied early. Boys was beating up the teachers in the school. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to school scared. I'm like, oh my, what am I supposed to do? So man, I started doing push-ups. I started like figuring out like how to network with the affiliated people. You feel what I'm saying? How to figure this out. Also, I figured out sports at a very late age where I was like, man, one of my little nerdy friends was like, yo, bro, I'm finna go try for football. I was like, hey, you ain't finna leave me to get beat up by myself. I was like, I'm about to go join football too. So I started lifting weights with them boys, and I figured it out. I said, you know what? Y'all boys ain't gonna fight me if I get strong out here. Y'all boys ain't gonna do all this. So I just did it just to protect myself. What I did was just put that work ethic that my parents instilled, and then also the hood made it to where if you've been in enough fights, a game ain't nothing. Being in a lane, and because you know you ain't finna get hurt in this, you just gonna run. So when you been in them fights enough, you like, man, this is easier. The nervousness that comes with you being in actually altercation had actually made it to where I can perform through anxiety. Because when you about to fight, you're anxious. Yeah, you're anxious and you're scared of your life. When you run track or you and playing football and the lights is on you low-key scared for your life sometimes when you're really nervous and it's a big game. So I was able to apply those things from the hood experience and then make it applicable to my sport experience. And that's really what made me so aggressive and made me so aggressive in business. Even today, if I go to certain business meetings, I mean, it gets hood in there, but it's eloquently articulated. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, y'all let us know, man. What do you really think about the topic of the coaching styles? Give us some of you guys' experience on what that's been like for you. Did it hurt you, the coaching style? Did it make you better? Short term and long term. And we'll talk a little bit more about that, dog, on the next one. But man, hey, first and I guess last thing, man, we want to just give a shout out to Will and Fast University for coming out.
Appreciate you, man.
Hey,
Yes,
coming out on Sauce Twins, kind of chopping it up.
Appreciate it, man.
For real,
sir.
it's been
Appreciate
good.
it. Yes,
And hey, y'all go check them out. Y'all go follow them on IG, Fast University, Twitter. Also.
Twitter is a Phenom Blueprint, and then on Facebook it's also Fast University, but it'll say Prototype Performance on there. But just look up, www.facebook.com/Fast University.
Okay. Hey, y'all go check them out. Go follow them. Show them some love, man. Hey, appreciate y'all.
Yes, sir. Hey, don't forget to turn on them notifications.
Oh, yeah.
Subscribe.
Yep.
All that.
Next show.
What will you sacrifice to be great?